Let's get some reaction to the ongoing chaos in Tshwane. I'm joined by Mzi Khumalo. He's the MEC for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs in Gauteng. Thanks so much for your time on SABC News this afternoon. Just your reaction to what's been taking place in Tshwane.
Good afternoon to you and good afternoon to your viewers. We got information that in Tshwane, there's going to be a meeting today at 3 o'clock called by the city manager to pass a vote of no confidence to the speaker. At the same time, we got information that tomorrow the speaker, who in our view was properly elected, has convened a council meeting to deal with matters that relate to the business of council. Mm-hmm. Our worry or our most concern is that, for instance, the meeting today with the one that is convened by the city manager, the key question we're asking ourselves is that meeting called in according to the prescripts of the law? Because the law prescribes that for a municipal manager who is an official, who is not elected, who should act with integrity and professionalism at all time, how would a municipal manager convene a meeting in the presence of the speaker? That's the first question we're asking. The second question that we're asking is that, have the municipal manager observed the procedure as entailed in law, which procedure suggests that for that to happen, the majority of councillors will have to petition the which they've done. So the DA councillors have petitioned the municipal manager, and the municipal manager would have to look at that and then can convene the meeting. But let's go back to what the law would want us to do. The law says the majority of councillors would have to first petition the speaker. If the speaker refuses, then they must then petition the If the refuses, then they must petition the MEC. And the MEC is obliged to make a decision either to convene such a meeting or to give out reasons as to why, but most probably to convene that particular meeting. Now, where we are, which we've dispatched a letter to the city manager and a letter to the speaker, is they must explain to us what procedure was followed for these two meetings to be convened, in particular, the meeting that is convened by the city manager, because we find it surprising that an unelected official can just act in a manner that the municipal manager did, and we've not been informed as the province insofar as that is concerned, because we don't have any letter that indicates that the speaker perhaps has refused, and that's the reason that the city manager takes it upon themselves to call that particular meeting. So we are waiting for the response from the city manager before the 3 o'clock meeting. And our view is simple. If the procedure has not been followed, this meeting will therefore be illegal because it will be outside the law.
Okay, Mzi Khumalo, just talk to me about when it comes to the role of COCTA. One of them is you must support and strengthen the capacity of municipalities to manage their own affairs, exercise their powers and perform their functions. Tshwane, to say that it's a disarray, I think would be a very polite way of putting what's happening in there. Outside of those letters, what else is COCTA looking to do to ensure that that municipality functions? Because at the moment, residents are not benefiting from a functioning municipality and a functioning Tshwane.
You're correct. Part of our major worry as it relates to the municipality of Tshwane is that it would appear that the councillors there are not serving the interest of the people or the citizens of Tshwane. In that, if you look at the squabbles or the difficulties that have been taking place there at Tshwane, they have to do more about positions removing that person, replacing that person with that particular person, and all of those things. And we want to say that it is very unfortunate. And I made a point in one of the interviews that the challenge of the coalition government in our country is that it is not based on service delivery as such, but it is based largely on political interest. Other parties want to remove other parties from power and so on. We have looked, for instance, we had a meeting with the AG. We have looked at the issues that the AG has raised in Tshwane, insofar as service delivery is concerned. And we want to work with the municipality of Tshwane to address those particular issues that are identified by the AG, which issues we believe that if they've been addressed, they will be able to ensure that service delivery does happen there. We want to work with the ward committees of Tshwane to consult with the communities on issues such as provision of electricity, water, and so on, in particular in areas such as Hammanskraal and so on. However, with this disruption that is taking place, it is making it difficult for us as a provincial government to provide the kind of support that we want to provide to the city of Tshwane, because you will talk to this particular mayor today, tomorrow that particular person is no more a mayor. You've got to then wait for somebody else to be elected, and you've got to talk to. And we're saying that situation should come to an end. We are in a discussion with the Premier of the province, Premier Lesufi, on the intervention that we want to make to Tshwane. We are looking at the options that are before us, and we are saying that it is a matter of time. We'll definitely intervene in Tshwane. And when we do so, we're going to do that in the best interest of the people of Tshwane, because what the communities of Tshwane want is nothing else but to have waste being removed, to have electricity being provided, to have water, and all other services that a municipality provides to the community that is safe. So we want to make a call there that please, let us ensure that we act in the best interest of the people of Tshwane, because when they elected municipality, they did not elect a municipality that would spend time fighting about positions amongst themselves, but a municipality that would spend more time ensuring that service delivery do happen in a municipality. So Tshwane, from where we are, is on the verge of collapse. I mean, out of the 100% commitments that were made by Tshwane in their own budgets and in their own IDP and so on, as per the report of the AG, they were only able to achieve 45% of that.
Mzi Khumalo, my apologies for cutting you off. There is some breaking news that's coming in about Tshwane. There's a protest that we'd like to go to there. Thanks so much for your time. Mzi Khumalo, MEC for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Gauteng.